Exodus chapter 10. And Yahweh said to Moshe,
Go to Pharaoh, for I have hardened his heart and the hearts of his officials, in order that I may perform my signs in front of them, and that you may tell your children and your children's children how I dealt harshly with the Egyptians, and how I performed my signs among them, that you may know that I am Yahweh.
So Moshe and Aaron came into Pharaoh and said to him,
This is what Yahweh, the father of the Hebrews, says. How long will you refuse to humble yourself before me? Let my people go, that they may worship me. Or else, if you refuse to let my people go, tomorrow I will bring locusts into your country. They will cover the face of the ground, so that it cannot be seen. They will devour what little you have left after the hail, including every tree that is growing in your fields. They will fill your houses, the houses of all your officials, and the houses of all the Egyptians, which neither your fathers nor your fathers' fathers have ever seen, from the day they settled in this land until now.
Then Moshe turned and left Pharaoh. And Pharaoh's officials said to him,
How long shall this man be a snare to us? Let the people go so they may worship Yahweh their heavenly Father. Do you not yet realize that Egypt is ruined?
So Moshe and Aaron were brought back to Pharaoh, and he said to them,
Go, serve Yahweh, but who are the ones that will be going?
Then Moshe answered,
We will go with our young and our old, with our sons and our daughters, and with our flocks and our herds we will go, for we must hold a feast to Yahweh.
Then Pharaoh said to them,
May Yahweh be with you, as surely as I will let you and your little ones go. An evil intention is what you harbor, planning to leave Egypt with all your belongings is standing plainly before your face. It is evident to all. No, only the men may go and worship Yahweh, since that is what you have been asking for.
Then Moshe and Aaron were driven out of Pharaoh's presence. And Yahweh said to Moshe,
Stretch out your hand over Egypt, so the locust will swarm over the land, and devour everything growing in the fields, everything left by the hail.
So Moshe stretched out his staff over the land of Egypt, and Yahweh made an east wind blow across the land all that day and all that night. By morning the wind had brought the locusts. They invaded all Egypt and settled down in every area of the country in great numbers. Never before had there been such a plague of locusts, nor will there ever be again. The locusts covered all the ground until it was darkened. They devoured all that was left after the hail, everything growing in the fields, and the fruit on the trees. Nothing green remained on tree or plant in all the land of Egypt. Then Pharaoh quickly summoned Moshe and Aaron and said,
I have sinned against Yahweh your father and against you. Now therefore, please forgive my sin only this once, and pray to Yahweh your father that he may take away from me this death only.
So Moshe went out from Pharaoh and entreated Yahweh in prayer. And Yahweh turned a very strong west wind, which took the locusts away and blew them into the Red Sea. There remained not one locust in all the territory of Egypt. But Yahweh hardened Pharaoh's heart, and he did not let the children of Israel go. Then Yahweh said to Moshe,
Stretch out your hand toward the sky, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, darkness that can be felt.
So Moshe stretched out his hand toward the sky, and there was thick darkness in all the land of Egypt for 3 days. No one could see anyone else or leave his place for 3 days. Yet all the children of Israel had light in the places where they lived. Then Pharaoh summoned Moshe and said,
Go, serve Yahweh. Even your women and children may go with you. Only let your flocks and your herds be kept back.
But Moshe said,
You must allow us to have sacrifices and burnt offerings to present to Yahweh. Our livestock shall also go with us. Not a hoof shall be left behind. We have to use some of them in worshiping Yahweh our Father. And until we get there, we will not know what we are to use to worship Yahweh.
But Yahweh hardened Pharaoh's heart, and he would not let them go. Then Pharaoh said to Moshe,
Get away from me. Make sure you do not appear before me again. For in the day you see my face, you shall die.
And Moshe said,
You have spoken truthfully. I will never see your face again.